Somebody call a doctor because Mad Medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, if you can't tell, I am very excited because the time has finally come for us to start season 2 of The Last of Us. This is, of course, episode 1. We were waiting just like all of you. I'm ready for it.
Oh, yeah. All I know is that it's finally here. I cannot wait for it. You can definitely tell I am ready, willing, and able for this season 2 premiere.
This has been a long wait for us. Those of you who watch the channel know sometimes we're catching up. We get to burn through shows, season 1, season 2, and we're not a lot of waiting. We're spoiled in that regard, but we have been waiting just like you guys. We loved the first season and cannot wait.
Yep, and real quick note, while Diamond Dave is not here for this one, he's a little under the weather. He will be here for episode 2. He will, of course, get caught up, and we're not sure if our episode 2 might be slightly delayed because if we do the WrestleMania Night 2 live stream, that might affect it, but we will keep you posted on that. But just a little FYI for all of you out
keep following
there.
the community tab for more. Right. So without further ado then, let's go!
Hey, Bob, we are way behind on schedule, so I'm gonna need you to get everything hooked up like yesterday. All this stuff needs to be done by tomorrow. Gotta have it done.
Boss, I'm not an electrician. I mean, shouldn't we wait for the pros?
This can't be that hard. Couple plugins, couple wires. It's not that big of a deal. We do not have time to wait for the electrician, so just get it done. I'm counting on you, all right?
I'm counting on you. Oh!
Jumping jackrabbits, Bob, what the hell happened?
Oh, I knew this was a bad idea.
Bob's instincts were right, but his supervisor didn't listen. Now Bob's injury could be worth millions.
Wait, did you say millions? Who are these professionals that can help me?
Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm with more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client. But Bob is worried because he doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. Worry no more. When your boss puts you in a dangerous situation and you get hurt, don't settle for less than you deserve. Morgan & Morgan will fight to get you every penny. And the best part? It's completely free unless you win. But Bob feels conflicted. He doesn't want to sue his boss, even if the company hasn't paid him for the last 6 months. When you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing their insurance company. There's no reason to feel bad about getting the compensation you deserve. So if you've been a victim in a car accident, medical malpractice, workplace injury, or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you. Bob did, and he sure is thankful Morgan & Morgan had his back.
And once again, Diamond Dave will be joining us for episode 2.
That's if he stops clicking.
Swear to me that everything you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
I just hope she calls someone Buddy Boy again.
That is a hell of a backdrop.
Yeah,
you're not kidding.
Oh. There's that pesky giraffe again.
It's our buddy.
Looks like they're in center field.
Oh, here we go. New characters.
Why would he do this?
I heard rumors about some kid he took that was supposedly...
That wasn't true.
Supposedly what?
Something not true because it isn't possible.
No. And even if it were, it doesn't matter anyway. No, without...
Enough. You want to worry about something, worry about us.
So what do we do? Do we look for other Fireflies?
Where? This place was the Fireflies. Ed has a brother who runs an outfit in Seattle, a guy named Isaac. Supposedly he'd take us all in.
Not until we find Joel.
All right, let's talk about how. Because here's what we got. He's a smuggler. His name's Joel or Joe. There's some confusion about that.
50s, graying beard, 6 foot tall, scar on his right temple.
Drove away, Abby, in our only working vehicle.
We were trying to save the wounded. We didn't save anyone.
It's not fucking fair.
No.
Maybe the Seattle crew has resources. They could help us get some sort of lead.
And of course, we're going west where they went west to Wyoming.
I'll help you find him. And I'll help you kill him.
Oh, he's a red shirt. He's done.
Hope so.
Jesus, early predictions, huh?
Oh, hear me? I was like, I hope so.
The guy in the green shirt looks super, super familiar.
Yeah, I was thinking it too.
Well, she's
She's a powerhouse.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of good movies lately.
No, he almost looks like one of the pilots in Top Gun Maverick.
Oh.
Slowly.
What?
That's how she wants to kill him.
When we kill him slowly.
Oh, man.
She's come a long way.
Oh, what an intro.
She's come a long way from selling marijuana in Kentucky with Raylan Givens.
I thought you were going to talk
Hanging out with Tim Allen.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say. Come a long way from Last Man Standing.
Whoa!
Nice.
A 5-year time jump?
I wonder if this is training.
I would think so, but
She's bloody nose though.
time to pick her up and give her the power bomb.
Yeah. It's gonna tap, yeah.
Sorry, I was in the moment.
Boom.
Hey means stop.
Sorry, I was in the moment.
Square in the face.
Well, I can obviously take a punch, so who cares? By the way,
I pulled it.
you pulled it?
Yeah, he pulled it.
Why?
Because I told him to.
Because you'd have a broken face.
And I don't want to have to explain that to Joel.
Yeah.
He's twice your size.
Your face would be caved in.
You should have closed in faster on that one. The rest was good.
The rest was good. You going to the thing tonight?
Don't we have to? This community and shit.
Oh, you're part of the community now? If you are, you could use an extra pair of hands breaking down firewood for the cookout.
Don't pull punches.
The old double door open.
Look at this community. I mean, we saw this in the trailer, but Jackson, Wyoming.
Hey, kiddo. Something go wrong out there?
The main lines are clay, all cracked to shit and full of roots. Foreman is into formaning. What you doing?
Fixing these breakers. They were gonna chuck the whole panel, but all they need is new springs.
Teach me?
Before you mess with circuits, you gotta check if the wires are live. So how do you do that?
I lick them.
It's not a good idea.
Voltage tester.
Can I ask a question?
Shoot.
Why is she angry at you?
She said she was angry?
No.
You're her best friend. Reckon she would have told you.
Nope.
Well, I figure it's normal. Her being 19 and me being what I am. No one likes their parents at that age. I never got there with my own kids, so we're both...
Ouch.
So the springs hold the
The
lever?
thing is, I try. I know I'm a hard ass and maybe overprotective, and she's her. But I can't hold myself responsible for another person's emotional state.
Are you in?
I'm not in therapy. Jesus, go fix the main line. Saw out the cracked parts, pull the roots, and we'll fill in the gaps with some ABS. Go on.
It'll be okay.
Dina, don't tell anyone I'm in therapy.
Oh.
There they are.
Oh.
Let's go for sick.
Hey, Tommy.
You're getting good.
Who's next?
Let's see.
Burt Reynolds or Jay Leno?
He's going uphill, so you gotta compensate.
Headshot?
Always.
Well, yeah.
It's all right. Got him anyway.
A lot of them out there.
Yeah, I noticed. Probably following down Route 89. Maybe coming out of Alpine. We should head back.
That's not good.
Oh, last run, you were a bit reckless.
It was two runners and a clicker who barely had teeth. I handled it. Isn't that the job?
You wandered off on your own, Ellie. We have rules for reasons.
Oh, please. Dina does this shit all the time. I'm an adult. He can't tell me what I can and can't do.
Yeah, well, he can tell me.
By the way, you know I'm the one we should be least worried about when it comes to infected.
Hey, no, you swore. We don't talk about that.
I got bit on my arm.
Ellie, we don't talk about that.
I got bit, everybody!
Hey, whoa, hey! I swear, you and my brother, Same goddamn.
Put me on the patrol.
Alpine Run leaves at 1300.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be risky.
You follow the rules. You obey your captain. No questions.
She's all smiling.
Chains on a horse-drawn wagon.
I was wondering about that. I suppose so it doesn't slip off the trail.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, that would help with lateral slippage.
With the manpower that we have, I don't see any of this getting done until summer.
This window isn't keeping the cold out anymore.
Yeah. Caulk. It's high up on my list.
We need to build faster.
Sure, how much faster? Called the constructometer.
Joel.
The more you turn it, the faster you go.
We're running out of space to put these people.
Maybe your council stop letting so many of them in.
It's our council. When these people are fleeing collapsed settlements, they're fleeing infected. We're supposed to leave them out there?
If our lifeboat is swamped, yeah, we leave them out there.
It's a hard reality.
Yeah.
If I could, I'd let them all in. But you gotta look after your own first or you're no good to anyone.
Uncle Joel, what are those?
Okay, we're looking at maps. See? This is where we live. What's outside?
Monsters.
That's right. And how do we keep them out?
We shoot them.
What do you mean we?
What y'all up to?
Well, your wife wants me to build faster.
Did you tell her about the big doc?
Constructometer.
You hunting or
Infected.
what, by yourself?
Yeah.
Let's see right through that.
What do you have?
Herbal tea. With the teas mostly.
Hey!
Hey, it's Mrs. McAllister.
What's the occasion?
My birthday. You want to start or what? Shaking stems. What am I, in high school?
It's winter, Gail.
I never stopped Eugene. January, February. The man would grow buds the size of pine cones.
Eugene Levy from Best in Show in Schitt's Creek.
Didn't know psychiatrists were allowed to drink in these things.
We're not allowed to drink in these things, but I woke up this morning feeling sad. It's my first birthday without my husband in 41 years.
Oh.
Well, I tried what you said. I stopped putting pressure on her. Don't even make her sit down with me for dinner anymore. And what do I get for it? Nothing. She comes home, shuts herself in the damn garage, which I should never have allowed her to move into. Even Dina asked me today, what's wrong with her?
Let's try something different.
Like what?
Like not pretending you have the most boring problem in the world. Oh, 19-year-old daughter. She's acting toward me like every 19-year-old daughter has ever acted.
Aren't you supposed to be validating me or something?
Yeah, actually I am. But I'm not going to do it anymore because you're lying to me.
Ooh.
I've done this long enough to know when somebody is leaving something out, and you are definitely leaving something out.
Hospital much?
That's not your first one of the day.
Oh, no, it isn't. And before, when I said I was sad, that wasn't true either.
I'll just come back another day.
Should I say it out loud? You can't heal something unless you're brave enough to say it out. You shot and killed my husband.
Whoa.
I hate you for it. Say the thing you're afraid to say. I can help you. Say it out loud, no matter what it is, no matter how bad. Promise, I will help.
Just going through the motions otherwise.
Did you do something to her? Did you hurt her? What did you do?
I saved her.
Technically, he did.
Oh, you're on this run. Uh-huh. Give me a second. Ooh, where'd you get the holster? Dominique traded some old boots for it.
Scabbard.
Should have kept the boots.
Scabbard.
Going out in the snow in Chuck Taylors?
Do it. That's okay. I got it. There we go. That, hold on. Let me get this puppy here. Yep.
Oh.
She with all that hardware. You're like Curtis and Viper. You know, those movies Joel likes.
We're 5 minutes behind because of one or two of you. You're doing the Alpine Run. I know a couple of you are new to this trail, so listen up. We got reports of strays, so be careful when you get into the town. I see Ellie over here looking like Curtis and Viper.
You know you're only like 4 years older than us, right?
Just say understood.
Understood.
Thank you. Your patrol leader is Kat, so you will follow her orders.
Oh, that gate.
Can you take things a little more seriously? The others look up to you for some reason.
All right. How many of these folks you think we're losing? Thinking the two guys who didn't get names for sure.
I could see all three.
Try not to be negative, folks.
How about all three of the extra crew?
You've watched enough shows and movies dealing with zombies and always expect
the
not so good.
Yeah.
So you going tonight?
Yes, I'm going.
Taking anyone?
No.
Why not? Cat's available. Why would I ask Kat? Because she's the other one.
Oh my God.
And she definitely left her mark.
Right, yes, thank you. But no.
You're into someone else.
Well, it's funny you mention that.
You can go with me.
Ah, there we go.
We can get baked. We can dance to the smooth tunes of, what are they called? Brittany and the Drug Boys. We'll count down to the new year together.
Aren't you and Jesse?
No.
What is it with you two?
I don't know.
Dina's awfully upbeat for the apocalypse.
You always have one.
Yeah. Ooh, that's fresh.
Oh, is that maybe the one that Ellie took the leg out on?
Let's go.
Okay. We should go back and report it.
Recon, Cat. Let's recon.
Wait, guys.
Oh, not following the rules.
Oh, a bear.
Wonder if that bear came out of a cabin somewhere. Surprised him.
How many infected does it take to bring down a bear?
Check out the van.
So they've been sheltering in the market.
Yeah, looks like at least one of them made it back in.
Maybe needed a nap after chomping that poor thing.
Ugh.
Ugh.
What do you call grizzly's ribs? Barbecue.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
Barbecue?
Yeah.
Things are too light right now.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
We're losing everybody except these two, I think.
Hi.
Oh, hi there. Here comes fun.
Hi.
Hey, can we go back now, please?
Listen quick, see if any are in there.
Hey, come on. Fine. If you hear anything, you come right back.
You know they're not coming back.
It looks like a bloody handprint.
Yeah.
Just gonna let him go in?
I'll give him 5 minutes.
She's got John Marston and Arthur Morgan with her.
2-on-1.
That's two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 1-on-1. I've done that before. If you'd rather let the men handle it.
Ooh, better buckle that sidearm. It's going to fall out and make noise.
It's going to be right around the corner.
Yeah, something's going to go wrong. They're way too confident in taking this lighthearted. Oh, got to hit the head.
I think it's. Well, I wonder if it's too thick on top of the head.
Yeah.
Did you get bit? Did I have to shoot you in the face?
Not today.
Where's number 2?
Oh my God, before we leave, you gotta check out the envelope.
Oh.
Allie! I'm good.
Nothing's broken.
Are you alone?
I don't hear anything.
Well, after all that noise.
What if she gets it up top?
Yeah, because there's still one waiting.
Unless she took it out off screen.
Let's figure out how to get you out. I don't see a way out. Bunch of padlocked doors.
Okay, it's too far for me to drop down, so I can find a stairway or something and figure out a path back up here.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, if there was anything in there, it would have came after
When she went
already.
through, yeah. But I don't. There must only been one upstairs too, because there was as much noise as they made. Another one would come right away.
Yeah, you'd think.
So that's why. I think they each took out one. It's just
Dina
that
must have
Dina's
took
was
hers
Oh, Dina
off
yeah,
screen.
Yeah. Dina was off screen. Yep.
Wonder what.
Oh, there's one up top.
That's right. I think we saw that in the trailer. Yeah.
Oh, it's like, what if they had some level of intelligence? Oh, right through the glass. Look at those feet. It's still kind of a person?
Oh,
Oh.
run at me.
That was in the trailer, wasn't it?
Run at me!
Oh, it's like a different level. There's some sort of. Looks like there's almost some sort of cognitive capacity
Yeah.
there.
Oh, sneaky.
Oh, what the.
What is this?
Oh, nasty.
Oh, it's got eyes.
Yeah, the
Can
bear
see.
got at it. Oh, out the nose.
Oh. Oh.
Remember your training.
Oh, is she biting her?
And she's going to have to hid that she got bit. It sure did bite her.
Or
they don't
maybe not through all those layers. Oh, no, sure did.
Over here. You okay? Yeah.
Totally fine. Ship shape.
So you're saying it was what? Smart?
I'm not saying it could do math or anything, but it didn't run at me. It did what we do. Took cover. Planned. Waited.
And you saw this?
Mm-hmm. It was exactly like Ellie says.
Backing her up.
We've killed a lot of infected before.
And you're telling me what, if it were you and Joel, you wouldn't have gone in?
Well, that ain't the same.
Why?
Because it's different.
How? Apologize to Kat and log your report with Jesse.
Do we believe them?
Dina was lying. She didn't see anything, but I believe Ellie.
Maybe the smart one was a one-off.
Hopefully.
Variants.
Well, 6 ain't good, but it's not exactly a horde.
Not yet. I don't know, just lately I've had a feeling.
Reality is nothing but a collective hunch. Lily Tomlin.
4 hours till New Year's.
What if the group stalked the grizzly bear?
Mm-hmm. Not exactly the perfect tool for surgery.
No, she just wants to make it look like she got a cut,
Yeah.
not a bite, I think.
Still.
Ugh. Now she just needs a little gunpowder.
For some sand. Oh. Keep out the infection, like in Gladiator.
Ellie, better?
Nope.
Okay.
He's got the hands folded like he's
Just
ready
come to
for
see if you were going to that thing tonight. Be good to show your face.
I don't know. Yeah.
You been playing much?
Enough, yeah.
Strings are shot. I'll put some new ones on for you.
Well, you don't have to do that.
Get it back tomorrow.
Oh, not much of a conversation there.
It's dad's doing what dads do. Good at fixing stuff, you know? Maybe not the
Seeing
best
that.
at conversation.
Yeah. Seeing that logo on there. All right, this is where something bad happens. Everybody's having a party.
Hey, it's the first episode. It's not like a...
They have to start. Hey, they will start off with a bang.
Yep.
They have done it
Something
before.
bad's gonna happen. Oak, you want to take bets? Folks are watching.
What does your intuition say? Something?
My instincts tell me something real bad is gonna happen tonight.
Oh, I hate these things.
Tell me about it. Had to get half drunk just to show up.
She's putting on quite the show.
You guys will be back together in 2 weeks.
Not gonna happen.
Why?
Ellie, hey, what took you so long?
Let's go.
Hey, don't forget, you got early patrol, so get some rest.
Sir, yes, sir.
No, you're like only 4 years older than us.
He's like terrified. Like, ah.
What do I do? What do I do?
Event. Let's keep it PG. Need the chaperones to get in between you.
You just say
Oh.
Seth, let's take a walk.
Are you okay?
What is wrong with you? I don't need your fucking help.
Oh.
Right.
Joel is having a tough one.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you
here
better
it
be
is.
watching those fences, because here they come. Oh, not yet, answer. Not yet. It's too soon.
It's coming. Oh no, that
Are we actually going to start a fire with a sparkler?
a dry wood inside of a clay pipe? Possibly.
Oh, no, look at...
Oh, something's
Moving.
in there.
Oh,
They've been climbing through the pipes.
Maybe they've been plotting.
Yep. Who we got here?
It's our patrol.
I think that's
it's our OG
I think
group
that's
from the
Abby.
beginning.
Yeah. It certainly is. It's like half a smile there.
Because she found him.
Oh, your intuition was in the right direction.
Yeah, we
It
found,
was.
We
If
found
the
something.
episode would have been like 5 minutes longer, all hell would have broken loose. So
Well, they
that's
might-
how it would have gone. Wow, what a start to the season. Whole new season's underway. And Joel, I mean, right off the bat, what stands out to me is how he's basically a totally different guy now. He's confused. He's carrying around a ton of guilt, obviously, with what he did in the hospital. And, he's right. He did save Ellie. And it's the way that he had to do that. He's still carrying around what he, lied to Ellie about. So obviously a ton of stuff that Joel's going through. And man, is he in a tough spot. Like, it just feels like he can't do anything right. Ellie basically doesn't want to have anything to do with him. Now the Catherine O'Hara's character, said it's normal. Gail's her name, said that's normal. That's what they do. But for Joel, it's different. Everything they went through, and and Ellie's a different person now too. Not only Joel. So you have these two people who have grown, but kind of inadvertently seem to have grown apart from one another after being so tight in the first season and everything that they went through. So I think it's going to definitely make for a very interesting story, especially now that we have Abby's group on the way. And that's just going to be a mess when it breaks out. And the little teaser with the cordyceps crawling their way through the pipe. Now, we don't know exactly what that is. Is it just like a growth of it? Or is there like a whole stack of them trying to pull a great escape and try to climb their way through the piping? We shall see, but it's definitely not good. I'm with you, Answer. I thought maybe a fire accidentally, but I'm like, well, that's a little weird that, that they would go that route, because what would the eventual real threat be? But nonetheless, we did see what it was. We saw that Ellie and Dina are definitely very adept at taking out the creatures, shall we say. I liked the nice kind of the throwback with the bottle and then using the knives. That was a nice touch. But look, both Joel and Ellie, and this will be the last thing I'll say on my part here, they both have some growing up to do because they need each other. Shutting people out doesn't work. They made it evident that the town needs to take people in, and yes, they need to grow faster to accommodate those people. But as someone once said, people are a resource and you need them to keep your community safe. And Joel needs to realize that. Ellie is going to need to realize that, things maybe inside the walls were a little too comfortable. She's used to taking out the creatures, from long range or taking them on one-on-one. And I think that training scene in the barn, I think there's going to be some foreshadowing there, because she's like, oh, why did you hold your punches or whatever? And it's like, well, because the guy's like 2.5 times your size. And if he gave you a full-blown punch to the face, you're going to be knocked out with a concussion and probably have broken orbital bones. That's why. And I just think, look, 19-year-old girl going through some stuff, learning, growing up, been through a lot. There's going to be a lot of that kind of angst and animosity where she doesn't want people to treat her any different, I think. And I think for Ellie's character to grow, and I'm sure we'll see that this season, she's going to realize that she needs to be able to rely on other people as well. And that's kind of the theme that I saw with this episode, is that it kind of takes everybody working in unison. And I think they teased it a couple of times with, breaking ranks, not following the captain. Was something going to go wrong? We didn't get it this episode, but I got a feeling the chaos is going to break loose any moment.
Yeah, as we saw it, because obviously it was always Ellie and Joel, just together going through everything the last season, and it was always them two just depending on each other's. Yeah, the giraffes, those numbskulls there. No, which was great to see, and I love that they showed them at the beginning of this episode. But Ellie doesn't want Joel to just always be there for her, because I think she thinks she can do stuff herself. She wants to do stuff herself because she's done it before. So I think her being in that community, I think is almost, other than Dina, it's been basically, I think, boring for her.
Yeah,
that's why she didn't want
easy.
to. That's why she didn't want to stand up on the fence and look out. She wanted to be out there with Tommy, taking out clickers or even the half turns. Then she wanted to go out on patrol. She wanted to search the abandoned grocery store, which that was pretty cool to see, like how like some of it still said like 70% off and had all the sales. But you saw that was probably one of the first things people went to and hoarded because it was nothing even in there.
Except for a smart creature.
Yeah, which this is going to be an interesting turn. Now, obviously, I didn't play the second Last of Us video game. I only played the first one and then obviously watched the show. So I have no idea about this type of clicker, whether it's like semi like human yet, because it looked like it wanted to talk, but I mean, it just looked like it had the claw marks, not like it had its mouth sewn or something. But maybe that's what the thing could have done. Who knows? But it was a great introduction to that character and how it's smart. It hid, made sure it, it was ducking in there, and even got her, which you knew she was going to be smart. She takes precaution. She knows the ins and outs of where to hide, what to do, and she still got caught off guard by it. So that would not be good for not just her, but just the whole rest of the community in Wyoming, because they could be all taken out quite easily because, hey, they know what to do and how to hide. So I'm thinking it still had that thought process, but it still couldn't fight the urge to want to attack a human and try and take it out. Then we saw that she got bit yet again, and this time, making it look like it was a cut and something else. So that way, when they see it, ask the question, what happened? Well, I got stabbed or I fell on this.
Yeah, when I fell through, I cut myself.
And yet, because the only person that she can tell the truth about it, obviously, is Joel. And she wants to be out on her own. She wants to be independent because she feels she can be. But like I said, it's going to come. And Joel wants to be that person that's there for her, wants to make sure she's protected, wants to take care of her at all costs. As we saw the asshole in the church, he was right in there to just knock him right on his ass because he wanted to be there for Ellie. I mean,
he's having a hard time turning it off, I think. He's been her protector for so long, even after 5 years. How do you just flip that switch?
Exactly. And he even said it, he didn't get a chance with his own daughter, so he's going through this blindly, and, you're going to make mistakes. So I think it's going to come to a header when he finally tells her the truth about what happened the last episode that we saw, last season. But great way to start off the season and get us highly invested, or at least me.
Yeah, I mean, this was an interesting kickoff. I mean, the curious thing about this is we have multiple threats now, and coming from all over the place. Of course, we have Abby and her crew seeking vengeance. We have just your normal clickers that are roaming outside, and there was discussions of hordes, and now we have what seems to be some new form of moderately intelligent clicker stalking people. We saw them take down a bear, which was that's not an easy thing to do. Very interesting. Look, Ellie's being Ellie. She's very hard-headed, which, it's a good thing and a bad thing, right? It comes along with its bravery in some sense, that she's not afraid to do the things that she needs to do. She makes the hard decisions. She's ambitious, sometimes to a fault, but she's 19, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's interesting. That's an interesting age, 19. I think I was in my early 20s before, I would say probably 22 or 23 before you start realizing, my parents aren't so bad, But I don't think it was at 19 yet. I think your relationship changes, and it would definitely be different here. Of course, in a regular non-post-apocalyptic society. 18 is when you're graduating high school. And I think most parents, after you graduate high school, loosen up the reins a little bit. You're legally an adult, you're out of high school, whether you're doing college or whatever. I think most parents loosen up the reins. And I think, when you move out or kind of get out on your own for your first time, you got to pay your own bills, buy your own groceries and stuff like that. You start having a much different appreciation for your parents. So I think for me, it was right around that time, early 20s. So she's still very much in that time frame where, look, your parents are looking out for you like a child. You're not quite, I mean, granted, you're an adult as far as being 18, but I mean, they still want to kind of guide you along the way. And we know Joel's not her parents, but there's that definite relationship there. So that's going to be, a tricky relationship to navigate, which we're seeing. And it looks like the therapy Joel's receiving isn't as much therapy about him as it is just how to navigate the relationship.
He seems very defeated,
Ellie.
don't you think?
Look, I think he's obviously in a position of leadership there. So a lot of people are looking to him. He looks stressed out. And look, things are not great with Ellie. I don't know that I'm crazy about a 5-year jump. If I'm being honest, as far as the story goes, and I know they're going off the game, but it's Andrew, do you know, to the second?
I don't know.
So see, when did the second season of the game come out?
Well, because the first game came out 2013. The sequel came out in 2020.
Okay.
As far as that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the sequel of the game came out before the first season of the show.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
that's what spawned even getting.
Okay, so you
show.
actually had a second season of the game. So this is where I'm new to stuff, folks. So you had a second season of the game come out. So they already had story for that. So of course, if the game had a 5-year jump, then they have to go off of that. If they're going to remain true to the game, which from what we saw in the first season, they did a very good job of that. So I was really impressed that they were able to stay true to the writing of the game, and or at least moderately true, and have a really great TV adaptation. But yeah, for me, it was, again, I think it's hard to, because those years, 14 and 19, think about how much.
That's when big stuff goes down.
Think about how much growth there is.
Yeah.
And arguably, look, as far as I'm trying to.
I mean, that's your adolescence.
There's
age
a lot,
right
yeah.
there.
So there's a lot of pivotal years. Yeah. And look, I'm 45. I've been through a lot of pivotal years. But 14 to 19, that's huge.
It's as big as it
your
gets.
hormones are kicking in. You're growing. You're learning. You're starting to navigate your way as far as your relationships and stuff like that. Obviously, we saw Ellie was in a previous relationship. Now, of course, the crush on Dina is there. So there's so much that happens in that time frame. So from a story standpoint, to have a 5-year jump, it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And they really didn't give us any sort of, as far as we saw, like, hey, here's what happened over the course of the last 5 years.
Right.
Which I also think, is a strong suit for the show, because it keeps people kind of guessing, right? Like, what happened? So there's a level of curiosity that's
kind of
there.
do a fill in the blank on your own a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of it. And I think it leaves it open to audience interpretation a little bit, right? Like, what must have happened? Because I think, look, there's certain things that people are going to hypothesize. I think about this episode, nobody's going to argue that, for 14 to 19, those are the easy years, especially in the society that they're living in, where there's still some threats. Look, there's still, they're trying to obviously find a balance between bringing in new people and having enough resources on their own. So as far as kicking off the show, I know you guys, I know how much of it's going to make the cut, but these guys thought like something major was going to happen at the end, which I just didn't. I feel like with this show, we know we have, 8 episodes, or is it going to be 10? I think if you go back, it'll to the Wikipedia episode guide, it'll kind of tell you how many there's supposed to be. So 8. So it's an 8 episode run.
Oh, it looks like a
7. 7? I thought it was going to be 8. Oh, maybe 7 episodes. But in any regard, there's enough time where we don't have to get into this huge, right off the bat.
Because that's kind of been the formula, I think, is you'll have a show, they'll find a safe haven, they'll do a time jump, and then the next episode of that season, they're in the safe haven, and then everything goes wrong.
Well, we see the cordyceps coming through the pipes, and whether that's growth, whatever, whether they're slowly crawling through, who knows what that is? Because look, we saw in the first season just these massive growth where
just need some spores.
There wasn't really necessarily a threat there, because look, we saw people basically grew into walls, just with the cordyceps. But there's definitely a lot of stuff going on. Look, by the time we're done analyzing what happened in this episode, the next one's going to be out.
Yeah.
So I think there's so much to analyze, which again just goes back to the writing. And look, we could talk about this forever, really. And I feel like I want to sit down and have conversations for about 2 hours on this episode, and I don't think that I'm alone in that. In the interest for what we do as reactors, we try to keep it a little bit shorter, but a great first episode for me. They're setting up an incredible season.
Absolutely.
What a great way to start off the season.
I did want to give some love to the background and the setting, because I feel that that's almost a character in and of itself. The beautiful backdrops that they're showing.
Well, I absolutely think it is, and I think, look, when you're pinched in between, some mountain ranges, you think you are going to have some sort of natural defense around you, right? Like, are these things climbing up literal mountains to come chase people? Probably not. So it provides some sort of safe haven to a certain point, but there's still obviously an inherent risk. And then, as we've seen in other similar type shows, people will find the way, and we know there's roads to where they get to.
Right.
So it's not like they're in the and they're in the middle of an
they're in Jackson, Wyoming. So,
people can reach them.
Yeah.
So
obviously, right. So what a great way to start off the new season of Last of Us. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it as much as we did. So for Apple and Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.